Well, good evening, everybody. It's Brad.
And I'm Krista.
With a Big Family Homestead and explosions and
There's no
confetti.
Though.
I used to have explosions and people complained.
Yeah.
People complained. Maybe we should, instead of having, confetti explosions, maybe we could have like caviar explosions.
Oh, gross. That's nasty.
See, I'm sidetracked already. This could be a very either awesome or very strange evening.
Are you ever on track though?
I'm on my own track.
That is very true.
I am on my... Heather says she loved the explosion, so I'm in. I'm putting them back in.
Okay. Just
Heather?
you gotta warn people in advance so they can turn their volume down.
You see, that's kind of part of the point. You don't warn them.
You can blow their eardrums.
I can adjust the volume.
Can you?
Yes, I can.
Just louder.
Well, it's an explosion. It should be startling.
Okay.
So anyway, good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday to you all. We actually do have a real live program programmed for you. There's a lot, actually. Here, check it out. Here's part of the list. That's part of the list.
No, he really does. He has a list.
I've been checking it twice, and I already know. Anyway, so let's talk for a little bit while we're waiting to get some more folks in here before we jump into our main topic.
Okay, we're not doing giggles tonight. Sorry, I'm not.
You're not giggling?
I'm not giggling like last time. Last time I could not stop giggling.
I could get you to giggle.
No, let's not.
I know the giggle button. See? You don't want me to mess with the giggler?
I'm gonna pour water on your synthesizer here, honey.
Don't
if you
pour
don't
water
quit.
on my synthesizer. Oh man. You see, you think she's kidding, but here, check it out. Let me see. I have a brand new cool shot. Boof. Look at that. And there's a synthesizer over there.
Mm-hmm. Right here. Oh, I hit the microphone.
Yeah, you
right
can't
back
really
there.
see it, but it's really super cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, so but yeah, let's chat for a little bit. Do you know what?
Wait, I'm going to answer one question so I don't
There's
forget.
no questions.
There's a question.
There's no questions yet.
There's a question.
You've got to keep things in order. It's not on the list.
Don't care.
Oh, dear
the
Lord
list.
in heaven.
Tina asked about my jean skirt. Yes, I did make it.
Are you kidding me?
Tore apart a pair of jeans and made it.
Here you go, honey.
That's my list.
There's your list.
Okay. Brad is naughty. He is.
I'm more nice than naughty. It's true. Admit it. I pressed the giggler if you're not careful. So anyway, stuff that's going on this week. Oh yeah? She's got cellulitis. How fun is that?
Yeah.
Zero fun.
No, it's no fun.
Tell.
Yes. So this same time last year, I got cellulitis in my leg, and what it is it's a bacterial infection. No idea how I got it. I think the first time I got it because of a tick bite. Now it's just going to be reoccurring. No idea how to keep it away. Last year it was so bad I was on IV antibiotics. Hence why I had some antibiotics left over, because they started me on oral antibiotics and those were not doing anything. So this year we caught it in time. The day it started, I started taking antibiotics that were left from last year. So they were not expired or anything like that. So don't worry. And went to the doctor the next day, and it was the next day.
Yes, as I pensively... Oh, sorry. I got distracted by a comment over there. Keep going.
And so they prescribed some more of the oral antibiotics, and it really stinks. Actually, really stinks. So
you have been up and about more than you probably should.
I am up and about more than I should, but I am able to walk on it, unlike last year where I couldn't move. It was awful. This time, it's been great. Mm-hmm. It's been great. So
yeah. So
great. So getting cellulitis is great.
No, it's
it's been a ton better though. So.
Well, you've still got several days.
I still have several days, yeah.
I am I'm a little anxious about it.
I'm thinking probably Monday or Tuesday probably Monday I'm going to call the doctor and make an appointment, because the swelling the swelling has increased.
The doctor did say it was going to be worse.
Right. The redness has kind of gone down, but my entire leg is swollen. Not my entire leg. My entire calf is swollen. Below my knee. How's that sound? So yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah. Well, and there is a question here. Have you looked into natural remedies for it? And we have.
Yes.
But not everybody's body works the same way when it comes to that stuff.
Right. I know somebody asked about moringa helping. I actually can't take it. I break out in a rash.
Isn't that funny? It's helped me so much.
It helps him so much.
And helps our family.
I can't take it. Like I said, I break out into an itchy rash with even one pill. I've tried taking it at night, tried taking it in the morning, tried taking it with food, tried all kinds of different things. And every time I break out in a rash immediately. So
now, okay. Another point before we get to the main topic.
Yeah.
If we start flailing our arms wildly and look like we're having spasms or dancing erratically, that's because the Asian beetles are back.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what an Asian beetle is, I'm sure one will land on my face before the end of our time together. And they look like ladybugs.
Right.
For whatever reason, they're darker this year.
They are a darker orange.
They're all over.
Yeah, I can't look up. The light is really bright.
They're gonna get you.
So they look just like ladybugs. And they have the little black spots, but instead of red, it's a orange color. Sometimes it's brighter, sometimes it's darker. So they are Asian beetles. They are not ladybugs. They don't do the same things as ladybugs, and they are a nuisance animal that the DNR brought here
from elsewhere.
Thinking it would do something. Instead, it made life miserable up here. In the fall, it's been awful. So
yeah, and this year it wasn't bad until just a few days ago.
Right.
And now it's just like whoosh.
Whoosh. They're all and they do bite. They do bite and they stink. So if you smash them, they leave a stain and they smell. So we like to
that might be one now.
on the back of your head. Oh no.
No. I think we're good.
We suck them up with the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah. And then there's one now.
It's a gnat or a mosquito.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
I don't know. So, okay, here's something that's actually super cool that has gone on this week. And that is our barn side overhangy thingies are completed, both sides. Tell the tale, mother.
What tale is that, dear?
The saga. It took a year.
It's taken a long time. We were able to get the main structure of the barn done last year, but then ran out of money. So we had to save up for this because it was not cheap. I mean, wood is... Thankfully, Ryan, our friend, was able to mill the wood for us. But tin, holy smokes.
It was expensive.
It went up 50% from last year. So, and then to get tin from the same manufacturer was going to be a 6-month wait for the same color. Well, we were able to find a different manufacturer with a color almost identical. So if you can kind of see in the picture there, you can kind of see...
Those are two different brands.
Two different brands. The top half is one brand. Well, there you can't tell, but...
It's pretty close.
It's really close. I can't tell. I'm not even going to care that it's two different colors. But we were able to get that particular tin in about a day to 2 days after ordering.
Yeah.
So that was a nice turnaround. And the price, again, like I said, went up 50% since last year. So
yeah, it was. Yeah. Well, it was close to $2,000.
Yeah.
Just for the metal that goes on the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
So, but the good news is that we had been saving for it. It was not something that was just out of the blue. Oh my gosh, you got to come up with this money. We had been setting the money aside for
all winter.
Yeah,
yep.
pretty much 6 months.
Yeah, at least 6 months. So,
yeah,
I love having those lean-tos on. It has changed the way our barn is, the way it looks, the way it's just so neat.
Well, and it's the snow that's really going to be the benefit.
Right.
I mean, you'll be able to get in out of the weather. The animals can get in out of the weather. We won't have problem closing and opening the doors. That was huge. It froze open like the first month.
Yeah, it was frozen and we couldn't open it. And then when the snow would come and then it would melt down onto the tracks, which would then freeze that night. So you had to break it off.
I had this big iron rod thing that I would go out there and, Conan the Barbarian, chunk, chunk, chunk.
It was a nightmare, honestly, trying to get that. It was exhausting. So now, praise the Lord.
Well, we're not out of the woods yet, though.
No, but praise the Lord, we're able to, what?
I just was looking at, it's just the way the camera's moving.
Oh.
I thought I saw the barnwood moving. I was like, no, what is going on? Yeah,
That's
it was
funny.
just the way the camera was moving
That's
around. So, sorry.
No, that's okay.
Distraction.
Yeah, it's squirrel moment.
Distraction. So, okay, that, and let's see what else is going on. I'm glad to tell you that, here, let's go back to this camera.
Yeah, it keeps looping.
Yeah, well, of course it is. It's just looping. It's loopy. We saw an article that Christa almost lost her mind over today. And fortunately, she did a little research. And just hold on.
Yeah.
Wait.
I didn't know what you were talking about. I wasn't going to say anything. I was trying to think of what you were talking about.
She found this article, and it was that there would be soon a $2,600-ish per cow tax.
Well, that's just for beef cattle.
Right.
Dairy cattle was $6,500 per head.
Her head nearly exploded, and
swine was $500
per
head.
animal.
I about lost it. I literally almost lost it.
But fortunately,
yeah. It's false.
It's not true.
It's not true.
It was just completely made up. Somebody,
Yeah.
and this is a great lesson, people. Just because you see something on Twitter or Reddit or whatever does not make it true. Yeah. It took a little bit of studying, 5-10 more minutes to find out that it was baloney.
Right.
But it's still circulating.
Right.
And people believe it.
Right. Yeah, I was asked about it today at church. By a friend of ours. And she said, "Have you seen this cow tax?" What are you talking about? So I looked it up.
Joel.
And everything on the internet
It's
is
all
true.
It's all true.
No.
Yeah, but so just beware, guys, because, you can do some research and figure things out. And generally, if something seems so far out of whack that even for today, I know things are wacky, but if it's so far out of whack, think about that. If they did that sort of tax on cows, first of all, think of the amount of industries they would put out of business and then wouldn't be able to pay tax.
Right. Right.
Everything from there's no more milk in your bowl. Nobody could afford it.
Right. No more butter.
No more butter. No more ice cream.
No more cream for your
coffee. Completely gone.
Right.
But
these animals would all be slaughtered and there would be nothing left.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I know. And that's just the point. It's just follow the money. Yeah. Always, if you can't find the actual real live source, follow the money, because think of the amount of business that the government would be putting out of business. Well, I guess that doesn't really matter too terribly much these days.
Right.
We'll stay away from that.
Right.
We'll stay away from that. But hey, if you want to talk more about that, we have a Patreon page. And we do talk more about that. Matter of fact, queue up. Well, no, there's no queuing up. Hey, if you guys,
no way.
At the very end of the live stream tonight, I'm going to play you a new song, a new scripture song that I've been recording. I've been feeling like I need to put scripture directly to music. And so I've started recording all these tunes and releasing them. We play them on our Bible devotions Monday through Friday. It's Big Family Devotions channel. But if you want to go download them, they're over there on the Patreon page. And not only will it help, you hopefully, enjoy the scriptures, but also it helps keep me creating them, because I can justify the time and the whole yada, yada, yippee, skippy. And frankly, it's like you're crowdsourcing the creation of these scripture tunes.
Yes.
So there will be a new song at the very end of this tonight that you haven't heard, and it's based on Psalm 103. It's kind of peppy. I like it. It's a little peppy.
A little peppy.
See, the people that come to the Bible devotions have heard it all week. So they know. They got the inside scoop. They got the inside scoop. So I think that might be all. Well, you didn't say hello to everybody, Mom. Now there's a lot more people. You didn't say hello? She tried to go past
Sorry,
it.
it's too late.
No, you got to do it.
It's too late. There is
275
people watching. There is no way.
Well, they're all going to say hi. They're going to say hi right now.
Exactly. There's no way I'm going to be able to say no.
Max, Psalm 103.
You got it.
Yeah. So if you say hi to say hello, Christa, she's going to have to say hello back, just like Bev. You see, you got to say hi to Bev. And then
Bev.
you got to say hi to Joel.
Hi, Joel.
Then you got to say hi to Lori.
And
right?
Carolyn, Alicia.
And of course, Alicia. She's here.
Max,
she goes to the
Kathy,
Bible devotion.
Heather, Kelly,
you gotta
Greg.
say hi.
You're a punk. Joe.
Can't leave them hanging.
Joe, conserve friends. There's a gnat
Marie.
that keeps coming after me.
I see him.
Okay, Marie, Michigan Daffodil, Lona, Dan, Peterson, Nibbler, Cindy, Debbie, Lisa, Dan, Miss T, Matthew, Plum Tree Farm, Noreen, Sonia, Yarn Prepper, Happy Meal, Meat Farm, not meal.
Meat Farm.
Mike DeFazio.
No, I'll do that one.
Say, okay.
Mike DeFazio.
Plum Tree
that was
Farm,
horrible.
Phoebe,
I gotta
Matt,
work on that.
Terry, Noreen, Kelly, Heather, Shannon, Robert, PJ, Sonora, Lola, Granola, Mary, Jennifer, Alicia, Tina, Max, God's Third Acre, Lola Granola, KLB, Deborah, PJ, Anonymous, I'm not saying all those numbers,
Holy
Pine
mackerel.
Meadows, Beverly, Marie, Amelia. That's
Okay,
it.
that's all you're
That's
doing.
all you get. That's all I get.
So
Anybody else that didn't say hi? Hi.
yeah, and what I like to say during the Bible Devo is, and if I've missed your name, I promise you it was unintentional. Good morning to you all.
It's morning in some places.
Well, that's what I said, though.
Just not here.
Just not here.
Yeah, not here.
So anybody from the Netherlands?
I don't know.
Anybody from the Netherlands?
I don't know. Is there anyone here from the Netherlands?
Because
Anyone?
you may know
Bueller?
You may know what we're getting ready to come into here. Here's the scoop. Okay, how many of you guys and gals, if you're allowed to say gal, I know it's borderline offensive to some people. I mean it in the highest, the ladies, the women, the gals. You want me to hit the giggle button? I can do it.
Nope. Good.
Good.
Good. Good.
How many of you guys remember the radio show host Paul Harvey? Remember Paul Harvey? Good day. I loved Paul Harvey. I grew up listening to Paul Harvey. And Paul Harvey, if you don't know who Paul Harvey is, Paul Harvey was a radio guy that he had a unique way of bringing good news and encouraging things, patriotic things, stories of courage, stories of amazing feats of human achievement. And yeah, now for the rest of the story. Thank you, Phoebe. That's right. Plum Tree Farm got it too. And I got to tell you what, I have been in a funk for the last, well, since Rush Limbaugh passed, because I grew up on Rush and I grew up on Paul Harvey. And I started thinking to myself when Rush passed, I was like, where are these people who are going to give us entertainment and encouragement and all of the things that like Paul Harvey did and would brighten your day, and they're gone. And I thought to myself, you know, if I could just find some sources for good news, I could probably pull something like that off. I probably could do it. And then the question was answered. The question was answered. Where is Paul Harvey? The new one. He's waiting to be found.
Yeah.
And if it ain't going to be me, will it be you? Because if it's you, I'll listen. And that's straight up, that's no joke. And I got to thinking, you know, all I need really is a source for good, inspirational stories, stories of courage, stories of amazing, like just listen to Paul Harvey. And here's what I'm gonna say. When we do our live stream events on Sunday nights, Friday is for the cooking stuff. Send me some things. If you find something, please don't just send me like, here's a link to a website that has a billion things, because that doesn't help me. Because I have zero time
to weed through.
But I'm trying to cram more in. Because you know what? The answer is, if it's not going to be me, who will it be? And you know what? If somebody else is doing it better, doggone it, I'd love to hear them, and I would listen. But if it's not going to be that other person, then I better do it, right? Put your money where your mouth is. And so, but I need help because I don't have a team of researchers like they did. I don't have all that time. So what I'm going to ask is if you do your part, I'll do my part. And that's going to be how this is going to work. If you will email me stories like you would hear in Paul Harvey's radio show, encouragement, amazing human achievement, patriotic, let's come together, people doing awesome things, email them to me, and you know what? I'll weed through them, and the ones that seem to resonate with me, we're going to start building on that. And it may start out with one story, and then one story might become two. And then 2 might become 10 because you know what? I'm about sick to death of only hearing the bad news. Aren't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. It's awful. It's awful. I limit the amount of news I look at.
You get depressed?
I do. When well, it's been since the beginning of this year.
Mm-hmm.
The things that have happened in our news, I really honestly started to get a ton of anxiety. Listening to Rush Limbaugh before he passed. He could visibly see my body just.
She would tense up.
I would tense up and I'd start tapping, and I don't normally do that.
She wasn't saying that listening to Rush made her do that.
No, just the things that he was talking about.
It was discouraging because the news is bad.
Right. Everything was bad. Everything is still bad. There's no good news on there anymore. And so I have picked a few different sites that I look at for only a couple of minutes every day, just to kind of see what's going on, and then I shut it off. And Brad is the one who really looks at the news, and he lets me know when there's something really serious I need to pay attention to.
I can seem to filter it better.
He can filter it a lot better than I can. I take a lot of it right here on my shoulders, and so I have to not. And I didn't actually for a very long time. I didn't look at the news at all for several months. Didn't look at it at all. So
here's the deal. You send me what you think would work in that format, and then I'll do my doggonedest to make it cool.
Yep.
Okay? All right? So then here it is. Here's the email address. You want to type it in there or no?
I can.
It's info.bigfamilyhomestead@gmail.com. I'm going to repeat that again. Chris is going to type it up there. And if some of our mods, if you don't mind typing it in too, just throughout the evening, I'd greatly appreciate that. info.bigfamilyhomestead@gmail.com. And, if you'll do your part, I'll do my part. Mm-hmm. And how about this for a segue, folks? The reason why we asked if there was anybody... Go ahead.
One before we move on to there. Kathy's asking, what news do you watch?
Well, that probably is not... No, because that divides the room.
Even this one?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, brother. Okay.
You see, here's the thing, guys. We realize that not everybody that comes on here is conservative.
That's true.
Even though we are.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing I would want to do is tick somebody off who might listen to our opinion just because they like us for whatever reason. I would much rather them hear what we have to say than they're just a conservative idiots. You know what I mean? Even though we are conservative, I don't want people to just go, poop. Yeah. Okay. So I'll tell you what. We do talk about that on Patreon. What? But so that said, I'll tell you what. Why don't you tell them that one? Okay. Go ahead. Okay. That one's fun.
So I think my favorite website that I look at, it's actually an app on my phone. So I can look at it real quick and scroll through and move on. It's Not the Bee. So there is that's the address. Not the Bee, okay?
And two E's.
Yes, like bzz, bee. There's one that's called Babylon Bee, which is all complete satire, jokes, funny. I like that one. But Not the Bee actually has true stories on it.
But they are so cynical and funny. The way that they report them.
Yes. So the people who run this website are Christians. They are believers. And so I really like that page because it's funny.
But they lay it on thick.
They lay it on really thick.
And I love it.
Yes. Thick like peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter.
So, yeah. Anyhow.
Anyway, so here's the thing. Like I said, you bring the stories, send them to me. I'll weed through them, and then we'll see if there's enough. If I get nothing, then I get nothing, and I can't do it all on my own.
Right.
So, but I did bring you one good news story today.
This is
and that's why. Go ahead.
Great story.
This is why I just found, I did a little bit of Google searching, and that's why I asked, is there anybody from the Netherlands? If you're from the Netherlands, give me a what again, because if you did, I didn't see it. But if you're from the Netherlands, then you will understand this story here. In the Netherlands, there is a grocery store chain that is doing their best to combat folks who may be a little bit older, or it doesn't really matter the age, to be honest, but folks who are having a little bit of loneliness issue because of the Kova. We're not allowed to speak the name Kova.
No.
But folks that are having loneliness issues, so what they've done is they have instituted intentionally slow chat grocery store checkout lanes.
Love it.
Is that not the most awesome thing? Where, hey, you want to go fast?
Go the other lane.
Lanes are right over there. You want to come and you want to chat with somebody for 10 minutes? This is the lane for you.
I love
and then
that.
they pick the most bubbliest, and that is a term, the most bubbliest chattersons that love to chat and are bubbly. And then those are the cashiers that you get to hang out with.
Awesome. It is so great. If I had a grocery store, I would have several lanes like this. Honestly.
We know of one. We go there all the time. This is a shameless plug city, and I wasn't planning on it.
Where?
J-Lar Valley.
Oh, yes, definitely.
They're just north of Medford.
Right.
If you want to chat and you want groceries, this is the place for you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Right now, they are awesome people, awesome believers, and they have an excellent little bulk food grocery store. And
little this, little that, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, little this, little that. They sell kombucha and, all kinds of flour and sugar and, all the kind of stuff you need. And they will sit and chat and it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And so
Yeah.
I don't know the name of the grocery store chain because I couldn't pronounce it.
Can't read.
But so if you're in need of a chat, go to the Netherlands and they'll hook you right on up.
Yep. But J-Lar Valley is just north of Medford. 10 minutes? 10 minutes north of
10 minutes
Medford.
north of Medford on 13?
Yep, on 13.
On the left.
Yep. So there is somebody there from Medford, and you got to go check them out.
Yep, got to check them out. So now here's the other thing. Again, just a quick recap. Yeah, Mike Rowe. I'm sorry, I just caught.
Yeah, he's.
I love Mike Rowe. Yeah, absolutely.
The only thing is he does everything on Facebook, and we don't. I don't do Facebook anymore.
We have a Facebook page, but we don't.
Yeah, it's not for.
We can't anymore.
No.
They censor so much that we can't.
Yeah.
And that's, I hate to even say, hey, check out our Patreon page a million times. Yeah. The reason why is because we can't speak completely freely, but we can speak a little more freely.
Right.
We have to be very careful. As a matter of fact, one of the things that we are working on is implementing some video directly into our own website, which we have 100% control over what we say and what we do, at least for now, until if our internet service provider decides they want to change things, well, then that's up to them. We can't control that. But then there's another thing is I want to start exploring for our patrons Zoom calls.
Oh, very cool.
So we could have a chat where there's, a bunch of different folks that want to be involved in an open discussion. Just totally open discussion.
Phoebe doesn't like
She doesn't like the cool
Yeah,
video.
No.
Okay, Phoebe, then you can go ahead and look at this one. You can look at the Good News Network again. Or it's not the Good News Network.
No.
I don't know where I got it from, but anyway.
No.
So.
Oh, cool. Okay, so Micro doesn't do the Facebook show anymore. They ended it.
Yeah, they did.
He has a show on PureFlix now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I will have to check that out.
That is surprising.
Yeah. Cool.
That's surprising. So, other things going on. We wanted to open up the evening to a little bit of Q&A. So, here's your chance, folks. We'll probably only have time for just a few Q's and A's. So, Jungle Mom Zoom. Yeah. Yeah. So questions before we jump on to another topic that is near and dear to our heart. But that's not just yet. Let's see. Don't forget to hit that button. Let's see. Loved Paul Harvey. Yes. I can't keep up with all these social sites out there. Yeah.
No.
Shervin. Yeah.
No, it takes away too much time from what's truly important. If you spend more time on social media than reading your scriptures or being with your family, then
it's got to go.
They need to go.
It's got to go.
Sorry.
Okay. Cheryl, we did answer that earlier.
I was just gonna say it's starting to hurt a lot right now.
We might have to cut it short tonight.
It's my leg is swelling to the point of being painful. So we might have to cut it. I'm gonna call. Well, I'll call the doctor tomorrow and find out what's going on because and I've been taking all of my antibiotics. So yeah.
Okay. So how are the kids?
The kids or grandkids?
Go.
Well, okay.
This is a topic that you love talking about.
Kids are awesome. They're doing really, really well. Hope is saving up for
a horse. And
Grace has been doing puzzles like crazy, and she's gluing them so that they're complete. She doesn't like putting the puzzle together and then tearing it apart. So she's going to put them up on her wall. Ruth is just an awesome 10-year-old little girl who just wants to be wherever you are and do whatever it is you're doing. So I think she's going to be my right-hand man here when I'm making bread and stuff like that. So, and Caleb is a strong little dude. He is.
I didn't tell you this, but when we started the live stream, he was still outside working. Oh. See, here's the thing.
That kid.
In our house, there are chores that everybody's expected to do. We don't give allowances. And if a child wants to earn money, then it's over and above.
Right.
It's over and above what everybody has jobs. I do, she does, everybody has jobs. And the kids are no different.
Right.
And so if they want to earn money, then it has to be over and above.
Right.
And he has been wanting this Lego set that you cannot believe the desire that this kid has had. And he's been saving his money because he does one job for me that he gets $8 a week. That's over and above. And he's been saving, and he keeps looking at that $90 price tag.
It's expensive.
And it's like, it's going to take forever.
Yeah. It's expensive. Go ahead.
No, you want to go?
No, go ahead. It's all right.
But he kept coming and saying, is there anything I can do to make a little more money, Dad? I said, well, there are these garden beds that need badly to be weeded because we've been working on other stuff.
Yeah.
And which Lego set can you say?
I have no
Anything
idea which
Star
one.
Wars.
I have no idea which one it is.
But I said, well, you can do the weeding of these garden beds because it's overgrown. And he's been working on them for at least 4 hours yesterday and another at least 3 hours today.
Yeah.
And it was dark and he's out there. He might even still be out there now.
I heard the ATV go. He might have put it away. Because when I came inside at 6:30 after doing the milking. And yes, I went out and did milking. because it didn't hurt to walk on it. It's when I'm sitting here not doing anything is when it hurts.
Yeah.
So I was coming in at 6:30 and he's like, did my chores get done? I'm like, well, no, honey, you didn't ask me to do your chores.
And he has to do his chores.
And he has to do it. And okay, honestly, he doesn't have difficult
He just waters.
chores. He just fills the waters.
That's that part of his day.
Right. That part of his barn chores is he waters the chickens and the cows. Easy peasy. So
yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't raise lazy kids.
No.
If you want to eat, you got to work. That's all there is to it.
So you guys are asking which Lego set. It's some Star Wars thing, and it's like I don't even know. I love Star Wars, and it was expensive. It's $90, man.
Was he looking on? He wasn't looking on Amazon.
What he's doing.
I was just wondering if he was looking on.
Anyway, all that to say that he's been busting his butt. And he's still not done. And I guarantee you, he's still got, here's the thing. He asked to do a $20 job. And I thought he can go and do these 2 beds and then we'll call it a day. Well, it turned out that it's been a lot more work than I thought. Yeah. But he hasn't given up. No. And he still thinks he's going to get only $20. But I'm going to make sure that it goes over the top. Yeah, no. Because he deserves it.
Yeah, he's going to get a lot more than $20.
I couldn't, he hasn't asked. He hasn't said, can I get more? No. This has been more money or more work.
Right.
Yeah. And so it's been definitely hard. And that's, hey, thank you, cat lover. You're raising adults. That's right.
That's exactly.
Krista says that all the time.
I have been hammering that since my kids were little. You're not raising babies, folks. You're raising adults. And if you want them to be able to function in society and care for themselves and their families, you have to make sure that they are held to a higher standard and make sure that they do what what they're asked.
Yeah.
They have to have responsibility.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jennifer, he probably would pass out if the Millennium Falcon came to the house.
But hold on, because there are several Millennium Falcons.
No, the
Millennium Falcon it's $900.
No, it was $800.
The
Still,
big one?
Isn't it? Like,
no, they have little ones.
Yeah, no, but it was $800.
Yeah, we saw it at church today.
Yeah, our pastor was talking about it at church, and he called it
Caleb
the
almost
millennial
fell
Falcon.
out of his. Yeah, he said the millennial
Falcon.
It's like, you don't know, dude.
No, I almost yelled at him.
Caleb almost fell out of his seat, and it was probably the first sermon that he paid
attention.
Every word is attentive.
But the look on his face when this when this kid has this, he just,
the thing is this big.
Yeah, too funny.
Yeah, there's
funny.
one at a $1,700 one.
Gosh,
oh my
that's
gosh,
insane. No way.
That's way no.
See, that's okay. We want him to be blessed, but
that's
and good stewardship.
A good steward.
Yes, that's what we're trying to teach them to. It's got to be good
Yeah,
stewardship.
it's $800.
That's insane. No way.
No toy should be
7,500 pieces.
$800.
There's another company that we've been looking at. And
Grace likes them too.
Grace likes them, and they are gorgeous sets. And I'm going to look it up.
They're a knockoff.
They're a knockoff, and they're smaller Legos. They're 3/4 the size of regular Legos.
Yeah, but anyway.
But anyhow, we were looking at those, and Gosh Fun is one of them. They have just these amazing
architectures and things like that.
And just like this one has 2,400 pieces,
Gregory.
And it's $130.
I didn't pay $800 for my first car either.
Yeah, no.
No toy should be $800.
No toy should be $800. So that's not going to happen until he has a full-time job and can buy it for himself when he wants.
Yeah.
So
anyway, I'm going to play here in a second because I kind of want to cut things short, guys, because Mom's leg's bugging her.
Yeah, it's starting to hurt.
But I'm gonna play a new scripture song, and I really want to see what you think. So please, even if you're gonna stick around for just even half of it or whatever, just to tell me what you think. And if you're like, Brad, I hate it and whatever, just be nice, because musicians are really driven by comments.
Approval. And,
But before we do, you do need to tell them about the Thrive Life thing, and you got to, because it's this is a big deal.
Ridiculously good deal.
This
is a big deal. So Thrive Life is having another sale this month, not this week.
This month.
And so the whole month of October, anybody who signs up to become a consultant gets $25 in Thrive credit. And that it says on the website to purchase samples and materials. So I'm not exactly sure what that means, because I don't find the samples. Yeah, you get food, and I can't find materials. So I'm not exactly sure what they're talking about. But $25 Thrive credit if you sign up to be.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. If you sign up to be a consultant. So if you sign up at the $100 consultant kit, you get $25 off. That's awesome. So
yeah,
you guys are awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you guys.
and Tana has said this earlier. She said she was glad that we give Grace a blended diet, and we use the Thrive Life food for that.
That's exactly
we use that with our raw milk, and then vitamins and moringa.
Right.
But yogurt. Everything's ground up and powdered.
Right. I use a mixture of different items that I blend in our Vitamix. And then I combine them up. And so I use some of that and mix it with our raw milk, our yogurt, some kefir, a couple of other liquid vitamins that we put in there. And she never gets sick, guys, ever. I thought I had a bug in my hair. So it's an amazing thing for her, because they're single ingredients.
She never gets sick anymore.
No, we got COVID last November, and she had a fever for a day or two and a stuffy nose. And that was it.
Done.
Nothing else. And she has severe pulmonary issues, where
we were very attentive.
We were very scared, actually, about that.
Mm-hmm. But no issues.
No, none whatsoever.
Yeah. So anyway, you're going to save $25, man.
Mm-hmm.
$25 is $25.
Yeah.
And so then, and you know, here's the thing to think about it too. If you sign up to be a consultant, go ahead.
Yeah.
If you don't want to anymore.
Yeah. Alicia, if you would like me to share that recipe with you, email Brad, and I'll type in his email right now.
Do you think it would be a good thing to put up as a video on Patreon?
We can. Sure.
For Grace's recipe?
Sure. We totally can.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a tiered thing. It can just be a freebie thing.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
And it's the beautiful part of that, doing a blended diet for your child that is G-tube fed, is it can be specific to
what they
need. So if they are, if they have sensitivities to certain things, then you don't put those certain things in there. I have weeded through a lot of items that, like, I can't put blackberries and raspberries and strawberries in there because of all the little seeds. It would take me hours to sift that through a fine strainer. Honestly, it would take hours. So I don't add those items.
Mm-hmm.
If there was a way that I could add them without the seeds, that'd be even better, but I can't. So I've chosen other fruits that don't have seeds.
Do you think you could run it through a cream separator?
No, honey, the powder.
Why no? To get the seeds out.
No, not through a cream separator.
I know that one is a liquid and one is a powder. I know.
No,
I have a feeling that the holes might. Something to think about.
So.
Something to think about.
Yeah. Anyway,
we're gonna be done because Mom needs to probably put her leg up.
I do. I need to ice it too.
Yeah.
No, I do not vary it day to day. I have tailored
she gets everything.
She gets everything all at once. She even gets raw eggs. They're our eggs. They're fresh every day. So it's what she gets. But no, I don't change it. It's the same diet every day. But she doesn't taste it, so it's not. I mean,
It doesn't matter
occasionally
what
she'll
it is.
burp, but it doesn't matter what it is.
Yarn pepper? No, she can only have water.
Right.
And if she even has a lot of water, and I mean more than like a teaspoon, she kind of chokes.
Yeah, she has to go very, very slow.
She can
when she
only
drinks.
have water.
She can't use a straw. She has to sip just super slow. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I think we're gonna say goodnight. Yes?
Yeah.
All righty, guys. If you're looking for a Bible devotion, I'll be going tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Central on Big Family Devotions. We're in the book of James right now. And stick around and tell me what you think of this song. I'm interested to see what you think. So hopefully it's a blessing.
Good night, everybody.
As for a man, his days are like grass. He flourishes like a flower of the field, for the wind passes over it, and it is gone.
The Lord is merciful and gracious, slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless his holy name. The Lord has established his throne in the heavens, and his kingdom rules over all. As far as the east is from the west, so far does he remove our transgressions from us.
The Lord is merciful and gracious, slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, oh you his angels. Bless the Lord, all his hosts. Bless the Lord, all his works. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, oh my soul.